Fine girls, boys, fine. Back to the shop. Let's nip and get some supplies. Right, mums and dads, let's get to work. See that Hollywood? Something you see in a hostel. Be ready. There's a storm coming. Famous is planning to storm Hollywood. With Buddhists, notebooks, candles, wizard shows, Diet Coke breaks, and everything else I can think of, the Collins Dictionary. So, the card in my cup at the minute is a chat show. So subscribe here to my magical online vlogmas channel with your Buddhist wand. Right, so welcome to your chat show, and I've got an idea about Mrs. Disney about Christmas diets. And that is how your pregnancy diet came to life, is from Mrs. Disney with Tommy's business. So I saw an idea about you and your chat show, Tommy, and all the diets. I saw an idea with Hell's Kitchen about going off on a tangent and how to go on a tangent about diets and get into that and get stuck in about getting fit and losing weight and how to keep going with that and keep going while you're programming your apps. So got a couple hours left to just sit back, do my last tarot reading of the day, and then start powering down for preparing to go to the hub the morning and then get a good night's sleep for that. And then after this I'll hit a fog and I'm just going to sit back and watch some vlogs. And I've got some ideas of how I'm going to progress this vlogs. Good, so that ends that. So let me just snip and end the day with a scythe and snip to start the day up for the morning for going to the hub with a folder. Good. So I'm going to give you a 3 for 2 reading. So I've started, I'm going to look through my list. And I've got 3 readings left that I have to record and give to you and show you and explain to you how these readings work. And after that I'm going to look into how to do advanced tarot readings. So the 3 readings that are left is a 3 for 2, a Sphinx reading and a hopscotch reading. The 3 for 2 is a reading that comes to life with me and Mrs. Disney and Susie for Australia, and is built around building a tarot business. So getting a business plan and building up a tarot business. And that'll help you find something maybe for backpacking or holidays or camping trips or whatever. The Sphinx reading is built around starting a dance studio. Is something I would like to look into about going to Hollywood, is how to open up the Sphinx and how I'm going to start up a business with the Sphinx, which has never been built before. It's a new phenomena. I've been looking into it in every lifetime, how I build this Sphinx business. And it's built around the name Cleo the Hurricane. So it's built around Cleopatra, the Sphinx, with the Sphinx and the Egyptian pyramids in Egypt. So I can see how to build that and how to make that in a cool dance studio. I predict that'll happen in the next couple of years, but I want to lose plenty of weight and get mega fit first before I look into that. But I certainly like the idea of doing some tarot readings about it at the minute to continue and progress about your goals and journey to getting fit. And the last reading is a hopscotch, and that's built for Bearnies about soulmates. But adults can use it now, and it helps you find readings with your soulmates and pair up your soulmates. So I'm going to keep it simple with Susie. I'm going to do 3 cards, a 3 for 2. So I've got a couple of cards in here already. So let me just find some cards that will tie in nicely with the tarot. So you've got the inverted card, the petrified card, and let me find another card that will tie in nicely for that. And I'm going to go with a Boseit card. Good, so I saw an idea about working at Petrific and about dancing an inverted or soul pole back in the day. And like during the day, Monday to Friday, I would do my Boseits. So there's a Boseit card, and it's blank on the other side, a blank space. So I would go to Petrific, Monday to Friday, do my Boseits, and a blank card. And then at night time I would go off to soul pole and inverted and do my dance shows. So what would you write on the other side of that cards? That's a 3 for 2 reading, so I'll be the inverted card, Mrs. Disney can be the petrified card, and Susie can be the Boseit card. What would you write in the back of that cards? What would you most want to work on with inverted? And what would you most want to work on with petrified? And what would you most want to work on with your Boseits? And maybe there's something in there that you would think, oh, I might think of something about a show, maybe a night out, a unicorn fishbowl, maybe the safety stamp, and we'll end it at that. So I want to keep that short and sweet. So that's just a simple gold, silver, bronze reading with a blank card on the other side. And I just thought, do something really, really quite simple. A few cards for you not to put much thought into it, and see what you would write in the back of that card. So once you find that card in your box, you might decide to write something in there that you really want to work on. Maybe you want to make a show or something like that. And there'll be something in that. So that'll slot back in here. That's your 3 for 2 reading with Susie. I'm just going to keep it a nice, simple 2 2-second reading basically, and that way you might find something like, oh, maybe I'll make a business plan famous with that. Maybe I'll use something like mermaid stamp. Maybe I saw something in the Petrified box. Maybe I saw an item of clothing that I wanted to buy. Maybe I'll make an aerial hoop show or something out of that. So see what you find with that, and see what you find about safety more than anything, and jot something down in the back when you feel like it. And the next reading will be with Mrs. Disney, and I'll certainly promote that. Grab a drink plenty of juice, and that will help you keep fit. So I'll promote that one inverted. It's important to drink plenty of fluid, something I learned in this house about rehydration, which is long finished. But it's important to drink plenty of fluids in your dance class, and that stocks up your body, your drinks. Right, so next is your Disney reading. So I'm going to do that with Mrs. Disney with Sphinx, and I'm now tying up a story of the gold missions of this vlogs. So you've got gold to mission, that's 14 vlogs. So you've got 14 times 6. Oh, and that's now mission complete on tying up cuffs. Right, that's the biggest thing I've built, is a story with the cuffs for Abdi, to tie up your cuffs. So their cuffs are now cementing out of here, and now you can go make another Cops and Robbers show, girls and boys. And for you mums and dads, it'll help you build a better club or a better story with your relationships with your soulmates. So in terms of Sphinx, let me show you how Sphinx is done. And you're going to build cards into the shape of a pyramid. So we're going to just build a couple of cards here, a few cards here, and a few cards here. And they're going to be in the shape of a triangle, and that is how you build a triangle. So you've got a couple of cards here. So you can see, if I show you a helicopter view of the table. So you're starting to build them, and it'll probably remind you of the owl and the pussycat. So if you had somebody sitting here, these are my cards, and these are your cards, and it might be a guess who. Oh, so this is my half, and this is your half. So you're now building the shape of a pyramid with these cards. And that is going to build you a story about dance, more than anything. So this is now turned into a little pyramid. Oh, if you hear a helicopter view. And this is now a pyramid as well. So you have 2 pyramids. One for queens, so I'll be the queens, and then you can be the loons, promoting that to loons. Good, so this is going to promote that. A pyramid here. And then you can build a pyramid here as well. And that will help you build something in the dance world. So if I just move that out the road. Aha. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how you get it right. So we'll have 2 cards here and 2 cards here. Right. So there is your pyramid reading coming to life, folks. And that is how it's done, girls and boys. A simple pyramid reading. So there's your pyramid, and there's my pyramid. So in my pyramid, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You counting, girls and boys? 8 cards here and 8 cards there with Royal Miles. So that'll help you remember that. 8, 1, 8. 8 to me and 8 to you. So you've got 8 cards. Right. So there's so many different things you could do with these 8 cards. So we'll just pop that to the side with the Body Shop. The biggest thing I would suggest with these 8 cards is to go looking for something with Queens and Kings on Royal Miles about making a dance showcase, or making a singing show, or a mermaid show, or a stage show like Sapphire Diamonds, and how you would pull that off. People like you, Platoon Ninjas, maybe Auntie Fairies, Hoop Gong have decided to make a dance show or a Fitbit show. Maybe you've decided to make a Singing in the Rain show. So let me just lay these out. And the biggest thing I'm going to promote is making a showcase. Whatever I saw an idea with mermaid showcases. How to make a mermaid showcase with Auntie Fairy. So that's what I've sent Mrs. Disney off with. I sent her off with the dance cards to go and make our fairy show. And that's our game plan. She's going to make a fairy show. So this is going to help you build a fairy show. If I ever saw about Marie Shorthouse for that gooey routine, gave me an idea. How to get back in. How to get back into doing your half bracket. So I like it a half bracket. And how to do like a half kick on the fat peeled. And I'm on to that, girls and boys. The fat peeled. And I'm willing to reveal that to adults. I heard it earlier on a beer, and much further above this story, I'm off the fat peeled famous. And you're right, baby Mia overheard him say it. And you're right, it's somebody into section 5. I'm off to the fat peeled, and I went, right, I can work with that about peels. My first thought was peels, and I went, all right, you're off the Fitba peeled. Yeah, right, might keep your eyes peeled for Shanta, right. So I thought I'd get a little joke for you about that, girls and boys. I'm off to the Fitba peeled, and that's what I saw an idea with Fitbas. Oh, and happy birthday to the wee loony next door, if I loves playing Fitba while I'm here. Perfect. So go and grab your Fitba beats. Oh, now I've got you with Fitba beats. Go and grab your Fitba beats, boys. Go grab your t-shirts and your shorts with me in Shorthouse. Grab your bags and let's conquer your nemesis. Like the nemesis Fitba beats come to mind. Aha! With JD Sports. Promoted by JD Sports, how to conquer your nemesis in any sport world. Whether that's Fitba, hula hoop, chair dancing, Chaza Laban, platoon ninjas, ribbons, Olympic ribbons. I'm there all day with a different type of sports. So if ever your sport is what you're going to conquer is your nemesis. So we're going to go all out with Auntie Fairy conquering this nemesis. So I can bring this mermaid show to life. So fit your game plan as now is to pick a card for Queens and Loons. So I'm picking a card for me and I'm picking a card for King. And for Loons, you pick a card for you and you pick a card for your soulmate. And that'll lead into hopscotch reading. So if I had to pick one card out of this, I'm going with the mermaids for all the boys. And the King has picked the hula hoop. Right, so you've got a mermaid hula hoop show. Ah, so I saw an idea with my hula hoop and how to turn it into a mermaid show. So I'm going to all out my stamp. I'm going to all out with that mermaid stamp if ever I saw in Tesco. And I'm going to go all out try to think of how to build this mermaid show and how to get that right. And I could see some ideas with different kind of type of songs that would really build a show. And the same with conquering a nemesis in any sport world. How are you going to conquer this nemesis? And kind of, I bet you could pull off a mermaid on the Fitba field. Well, there's probably like a mermaid trick or something. Well, you Fitba players will pick that up fast. Well, that little tricks that you do in your training. A mermaid. Look, you can pull out a mermaid. Right, and look, maybe you could even put hula hoops down in the ground and go like dancing in and out them. Oh, look at that now, I've got you thinking. Maybe you could pick up a hula hoop at the gym. Oh, and start doing hula hoops. And there's like weighted hula hoops that keeps you really fit. It's like lifting weights, pulling up weights. Right, so that's you picked a card. So we'll pop that back. And that has gave me an idea how I'm going to advance this story and how to make this fitness programme come to life properly. And how to get Abdi back into their sport of their choice. And how to help you find if it's right for you and how to conquer this nemesis. So I felt I've conquered my biggest nemesis, was the chair spin. And now I'm going to show you how to conquer your nemesis. So that was my game plan of the day. I wanted to conquer a nemesis with a chart show. And I saw an idea how to conquer that nemesis with a chart show. I used to think if I conquer the chart show nemesis, I'll probably conquer a whole pile of their nemesis. Maybe making shows or goodness knows what else. Good, so you've now got an idea. Maybe you saw something about making this dance routine come to life. Maybe you want to enter a competition. There'll be something in that, entering a competition. And I would recommend it, it's a lot of fun. So my game plan is conquer the nemesis of the chart show. And that might give you some ideas of what happens when you've come across a nemesis in the fitness world. And I think the biggest nemesis that ever needed conquered in life was singing in the rain. So that is what I went in with at my last class. With that mindset to my next mermaid class that I'm going to conquer the nemesis of singing in the rain. And I'm going to pull that off with one chair spin. So I've now pulled off my nemesis. I feel I've broken one big nemesis habit out of here. So the next time I go to class, I should be a platoon ninja. That's what I was thinking. If I conquer my big nemesis, then I should be off to Olympics or something. No? Alright, okay, I'll come back. Maybe in about 10 years for that or something. Some kind of show with that. Right, so that is how you conquer your nemesis. That is how you get it right. That is how you build it into your fitness routine. And that is you now picked a card, Queens and Loons. And now you can start to step up your game and start to use the checks. And how to think, right, now I need to start thinking of pulling something out the bag here. Because we're going to go off to Hollywood. And I'm thinking we might make a show when we get there. I'm thinking probably that'll come to life, some kind of show. And that's what I saw with Mrs. Disney. An idea with it you run off with the day Mrs. Disney with fairies. A fairy idea about shows. So I'm going to turn the cards over and see if it kind of idea I can come up with. And I'm going to do it in a snakes and ladders order. So I'm going this way. So I'm going to see if I find... Oh, I like it with the Garden of Eden. I'm going to see if I find about how to conquer a nemesis about mucking a show. So this has gave me a whole entire idea of the kind of things I could pull out the bag with this. And now I could see something for the Queen's side of the story. And now I'm going to turn in an upside down world the boys' cards across. And I'm going to turn it along to here. And to here as well. And to the sapphire diamonds. And to here. Right, okay, I see where I'm going with this. Oh, there is something in this. Right. Haha. Right, so now I've become a student again. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Oh. Right, so now I've become a student again. And the biggest thing I ever conquered in Petrifac about dance was gangsters. So you can look it up on FaceTube, and that was the biggest thing that helped me conquer my nemesis back in the day was gangsters. So I've decided I'm going to go use my gangster trick box again and see if I can find something. And oh, keep going with your gyms and swims. Yeah, that'll really keep your weight loss up and running. And this will help you build a show as intelligent as this. Whatever I saw with that would do well. Remember, grab plenty of drinks. And that keeps you nice and hydrated when you're speaking. Good. Perfect. So that's your cards laid out. Good. And the next time we have to do to here is pick another card for girls and boys. So if I had to pick something for the Queen's story, about how to bring this gangster routine to life again, if I had to pick anything out of here about if it would really build that into a routine, I'm going to go with the pink shoes. So if ever that Britney Spears pink shoes are, I'm picking that. And if it would you pick King, you would pick gangsters. Right, now I have an idea. That is when I get an idea when these cards are picked. When they're picked on one side and they're picked on the next side. So now I can see fit to build with a hula hoop and how I'm going to get this mermaid routine right and how you're going to find the right pair of shoes for this dance routine. And I used to think that is a bit witty, King, a mermaid gangster show. People will be away with that. A mermaid gangster show. Right, so here comes all your gangsters rocking up to their gyms and swims, rocking up to their dance class, ready with their unicorn fairies dance bags and ready to make a hula hoop gangster show. So I don't think we need very much more than that, just the shoes. I was like, if I've got the shoes with Chardonnay, I need nothing else. I can get my sparkle shoe and then I can go in and make my show. So the next thing I used to think you would always need after that is a song. I was like, if you find a song, the rest is history. And whatever that gooey song is, then I'm gone with that. Then this is my gangster routine that I'm going to go and train for. I'm going to turn up to class twice a week with my gangster shoes, with my mermaid stamp, with my mermaid backdrop, and make my mermaid gangster show come to life. So now I need to think, right, I need to lose more weight. I need to think about working on my unicorn fairies coffees. I need to think on making sure I've did all my embalming for the day to make sure I'm got nice and clean hygienic house. And I need to think, right, let's use the famous box and see what you could put in this famous box. So I'm going to pop that in there. It's now into the tarot as well. So it's been flicked into the wizard candles, the cup, the main cup. It's into all the boxes. It's now into the famous box. So there'll be something in that famous box if you want to make a gangster show. And that's what I ended up doing. I turned up to a class and that's what that night meal, that class from Marie Shorthouse, was the gangster routine. And after that, I just made it a mission. I become determined to go to class twice a week. And I'll promote it with the displays. I'll promote that twice a week, going to class. And also walking is also a good way to keep you fit as well. And maybe walking to the beach, walking to the shop, walking at the tune, whatever you feel is a good way. And that'll help you cross-train and help you get fitter. And now, all I have to do now is build in the hula hoop in my house and to my routine. So, at the minute, I've just been fletching about with hula hoops. Now I want to think, how can I build this gangster hula hoop story into my house? So now I can training in my house with the hula hoop for my gangster show, walking about town and walking to shops for outdoor exercise, and then I've got my indoor class at Inverted with my pink shoes. And that is getting cross-training into your life and starting to add in different types of exercise. And that will really make you fitter. And I used to think that if I smem to all this stuff today, you'll probably be on the road to making this gangster show. Right, so that's you on the road to making your show. what do you need for this show? Shoes, a bag, a pole cloth if you're going to a pole cloth. You'll need some kind of trainers if you're going to a gym. If you're playing football, you'll probably need a football of some kind. If you're playing something like Olympic ribbons, platoon ninjas, you'll need that. And if you've decided to get into like fire poi, then you'll need some fire poi. So grab your props, keep going with your workbooks, follow the display, and let's get to work on mocking a gangster show. So if I had to pick one card out of this reading, it would be the gangsters card. So what I then do is I then pack up all the cards, and I just pick up all the cards and sweep the girl's story off to the potion cup. I then pick up the boys' cards with snakes and ladders, and I then sweep that off to the unicorn fairies cup. I then combine both packs and combine it with the rest of the cards. I'll give that a shuffle, and that is going to help you find your fairy show, Mrs. Disney. So now you've nailed it with the Bronx Witch. Oh, the gangsters. So we're going to mock some kind of Bronx hooded trilogy, hood gangster show here. And I'm going to promote that with Auntie Fairy, with Mrs. Disney, who's on a road out of here with a fairy show. So that is how you find a show. That is how you find the theme. That is how you do the tarot reading. That is how you get it in the Magic Wizard Condal. That's how you follow on a list. And that's how you get it up and running your fairy show. So let's get to work on our mermaid fairies with the Wilson girls, with Elsa's Wicked Fairies, and how to bring this mermaid gangster show to life. So you've got your costume, you've got your dance clays, you've got your props, you've got all your equipment, your drinks, you've got a membership, you've got your class, and all you need now is to turn up twice a week, and I bet you within 3 months you've probably made some kind of show. So that's how you mock your gangster show, girls and boys, moms and dads. That's how you get that right. Been here, done that. It's the 3rd time I've made the gangster show, and I'm going to go all out now mocking this gangster show. I look forward to that going into the tarot. I look forward to that going into the box, and now I'm going to do a quick sleight of the hand card switch with the chart shows. And now I've wiped out my chart show nemesis. And that's my nemesis of the chart show finished, Tommy Smith. It was all about Tommy Smith. So our chart show's finished, case closed. I feel there's nothing left to work on with that. And I'm going to power on with my diet so I'm skinny by Christmas. So that way I can eat all the strawberry chocolates at Christmas if I've lost enough weight. So that's how you keep going with your Weight Watchers. That's how you keep going with your Fitness Pals and your Fitbits. That's how you power on into the hub with your dance routine ideas. And let's get to work with our gangster shows and how we're going to bring that to life. So all I need now is to just get myself to class and then keep going with that. And if you do that twice a week, I guarantee you'll be fit in a month. So that's how you get fit, girls and boys. Grab a Barn Price, the Spooky Wifey tray, and else you want to work on, A, B, C or D, send a message to Grimm's Vlogmas channel. And in terms of hopscotch reading, I'm going to keep it simple with Mrs. Universal. I'm just going to go like this. 4 simple cards. My story, your story. So you've now got 2 readings down, 1 to go with 3 for 2. So let me just remove these cards to the side. And you're left with a mermaid fairy show with the platoon ninjas. And you've now learned how to conquer your nemesis with 1 chair spin to help you build your Elsa's Wicked Fairish dance show. And that now you're ready with your Body Shop makeup to get all glammed up after your boot camp pole class. And that'll be cementing our carbs out of here. So get your dance shoes, head to your class and head for your night suit. And then if I flip these cards across to the other side, you're now seeing that you're following a story with the police, while the bodies getting picked up. So you're on a home run now, losing weight with gyms and swims, and that is a karma release out of here with incense. Now you've made it with Stella's voice on the way out of here with some kind of walk of fame or something. Grab your pink shoes for your gangster show. Get your Black World outfits for your costume. Welcome to paradise with Gangster's Paradise. That is your story, and if I had to pick 1 card out of here, it really would be paradise. So pack up your cards. That's your soulmate hopscotch reading, girls and boys. And there is a card. Quines and Loons. Gangster's Paradise. It's the first dance routine I ever danced to with Emily Court with Elsa's Wicked Fairies. And that is how you muck a dance routine with Auntie Fairy. So there's your card, a Gangster's Paradise show. So grab your mermaid wands, grab your shoes, grab your bags, let's hit the gym, and let's go get fit and muck a show. And else you want to work on, A, B, C or D, send a message to Grim's Vlogmas channel and grab a barn price, the Gangster's Paradise box on the way out. Log out and keep in touch.